I just found the controller settings of the top 3 pro controller players in the world, including the FNCS winner Curve, the 5th place FNCS EU finalist T3eny, and a player with over $500,000 in Fortnite winnings, Reet. And in this video, I'm going to show all of their detailed sensitivities and try them to see what the best Fortnite settings for a controller are. Make sure to subscribe to help me hit 400k, I'm getting really close. And let's start with Curve, the player that just won his team $100,000 in FNCS last week, where he, along with his duo Vino, beat out Peterbot and Pollo, Clicks and Higgs, and every other NA pro. And the craziest part, Curve doesn't even use advanced controller options. So Curve's settings start with a slide hold time of around 0.09, his reset camera access, reset camera timer is the default pitch in 0.1 with vibrations turned off. Curve doesn't use quick weapon, but his sensitivity tab, this is literally his entire sense right here. When you turn off use advanced options, all you have is one look sense, one aim sense, and your build and edit multipliers. That's it. So Curve just won FNCS using 6 on his look sense, 2 on his aim sense, 1.9 on his build multiplier, 2.0 on his edit multiplier, and his dead zone set at 6% for both left and right stick. And oh my, these settings are so slow. Also, all of these settings are on my map inside the settings portal along with a bunch of other settings as well. I have the best keyboard and mouse player settings in here. I have the best controller player settings in here. Pick up one of these lightning guns, you can shoot this wall to farm your XP, your daily creative XP for the day. I built this so you can free build on it to warm up. I built this so you can 1v1 your friends easily. To find the map, you just search Carter 2K in the Discover tab and then make sure to favorite it. Now, T3eny and Reet settings are coming up in this video, who both have some of the most accurate settings in all of Fortnite. Especially Reet's can literally feel like cheating sometimes. But first, let's try these non-advanced settings that Curve won FNCS with, even using the same controller that he won FNCS with. Okay, the aim is there. Give me a sec. Bang, let's go. Okay, maybe I get why he uses non-advanced settings. I don't think I've missed a shotgun shot yet. Which, by the way, the camera that I actually used for my hand cam and even sometimes my face cam is called the 4K Lyra webcam from the company Hollyland, who's actually the sponsor of this part of the video. So I just turned my lights off and you can see that even in the dark, this webcam looks really good. And that's because the sensor is actually 3 times the size of most other webcams, which really comes in clutch for streaming, especially when you don't want your lights on. But then when the lights are on, it looks professional. It comes with this magnetic stand, which is actually so good because I can hook it on my monitor for an easy face cam for videos or streaming and use it horizontal like for Twitch streaming, or I can even use it vertical like for making TikToks. Plus with the mount, because it's so flexible, I can point it down on my keyboard and mouse for a hand cam, I can have it hanging off my desk for a controller hand cam, and so this plus the automatic AI tuning makes it maybe one of the easiest good looking webcams if you want to be a streamer or YouTuber. It has AI tracking you can turn on, so it'll actually follow your face around in frame. It uses this really cool built-in privacy shutter that you just twist the lens to open and close, plus the Holly Studio software to make any advanced adjustments. There's even a bundle for like 10 bucks more that comes with a wireless mic that connects to the camera, which is kind of insane. So if you need a camera for anything, whether it's to start streaming, making videos, or even just take class or Zoom calls on, this is probably the best webcam I've seen, especially at the price. So I'll have the link to check it out down below in the description and comments. And for the rest of this video, I'm gonna use the Hollyland Lyra as my hand cam. I can't lie, these settings do feel really awkward for everything else besides aim. Wait, what? Wait, what just happened to the zone, bro? Anyways, next we have T3eny's settings, the best controller player on EU who just placed 5th in the recent FNCS, which brought his total Fortnite earnings to $470,000 at only 17 years old, all while using these controller settings. Basically, all controller pros have this top tab at a similar spot, so his slide hold times around a 0.09, pitch 0.1, vibrations turned off, but then you get to his sensitivities and he actually does, of course, use advanced options on, like most normal players do. So his build multiplier is 2.6, his edit multiplier is 2.5, going down to his look sense is 37% horizontal, 40% on vertical with no boost. Down to his ADS sense, he goes 16% on horizontal, 28% on vertical with no boost except for the ADS turning boost ramp time at 0.15 seconds, and his scope speed multiplier is just 1x, so it doesn't actually change. He plays 0-second look damping time, he plays on exponential, and down below here for his dead zones, he goes 15% for his left stick dead zone, 8% for right stick, and 25% for his triggers. And instantly, this sense is way faster. Reet settings are next, who's literally one of the goats of controller. But first, let's see if T3eny settings are better than curves. Okay, they're definitely a lot faster, that's for sure. Faster doesn't always mean worse, though. This sense does kind of seem like it's hard to control, though, I can't even lie. Honestly, I think using curve settings might have set me up for failure too, because those were so slow compared to now these are so fast that it feels like I can't hit any shots. The close range aim feels a little bit better than long range aim does. Oh my, bro. And finally we have Reet, whose settings I think I'm actually gonna like the most in this entire video. Reet's in contention to be maybe the best Fortnite controller player of all time. It's usually between him and Miro, and even to this day he's still crushing it. He just placed 11th in the most recent FNCS to bring his total Fortnite winnings to over $508,000, all while using these settings. Reet has a slide hold time at 0.09 seconds, pitch 0.1 with vibrations turned off. He also doesn't use quick weapon. Basically no pro controller players actually use quick weapon, but for his sensitivity, of course, he's also using advanced options on. His build multiplier is 1.7, his edit multiplier is also the same, 1.7. For his look sense, he goes 50% on horizontal, 60% on vertical with no boost whatsoever. And down to his aim sense, he goes 16% for ADS horizontal and ADS vertical with no boost and just a 1x scope speed multiplier. He also plays on exponential with no look damage time, and he sets all of his dead zones to 5%. And oh yeah, this sense feels much better. Okay, yeah, this sense is actually feeling a lot better. Reet's controller he uses is also the Scuff Reflex FPS, which he actually plays right hand claw on, but he also uses one paddle for the one button instant controller reset. So his controller setup playing claw and paddles at the same time is kind of crazy, to be honest, but it's one of the reasons he's still able to keep up with the insane keyboard players. Bang. Bang. Oh my, let's go. Bang. Bro, this new storm mechanic is weird. I don't get it. Let's go. Yeah, that definitely makes the most sense because Reet's settings 100% feel the best. I'd go T3eny's as my least favorite just because they were a little bit fast for my liking. I'd go curve settings next. They actually felt pretty good, but they were a little bit awkward. And I'd go Reet's settings as my #1 favorite. Again, make sure to check out the 4K Lyra webcam with the links down below. Click here if you want to watch another video. Subscribe to help me hit 400K. And thank you so much for watching.